Hello there. So, I've been thinking recently, with all this talk about YouTubers and all that YouTube drama that has been happening over this past year. We heard it all, the Mr. Beasts, the funny stuff with KSIs and Logan Pauls, and this constant shift, I would say, between the creators and the individual, the viewer. It just always bothered me, and more with every day I was thinking about, all right, what is going on. Unfortunately, I'm not the one to coin this phrase, but there is no longer a you in YouTube. It's more of just like a tube tube of shit that is now. And sorry for the handheld aesthetic. This definitely is like one of those, oh, welcome, it's 2009, I'm filming for my YouTube channel vibe here. But look, what I'm getting to and what I was thinking about is that really YouTube's problem, in my opinion, is that there is a huge rift between the content creator and the individual, the viewer. So, you, in this case. Now, the reason for this is because compared to, I would say, past YouTubers, when you look at PewDiePie, Markiplier, and all the OGs, I would say, you will find out that they were individuals. So there was no big team, there was no big production, there was really nothing behind, or let's say nothing in between you and the person you watched. Yes, it was raw, it was rough around the edges. You didn't get the dopamine kick right away. You were spending time with the person that you were watching. And honestly, I think it is even a greater accomplishment if somebody was successful with that way. So in my mind, what PewDiePie did, what Markiplier did, is something far greater than what Mr. Beast could ever accomplish. Because at a fundamental level, you as a viewer have absolutely no connection to who Jimmy is. And I'm not shit talking Mr. Beast because, oh, I hate him or something like that. No, the only reason why I bring him up is because he's an easy name. Everybody knows who I'm talking about. You get the gist. Now, what do you do about this? What do we do about this? There was this constant debate over the years, which grew the more years passed, is that YouTube is no longer the same. It is the same. It is still, like, this is very brave of me, but YouTube didn't change. You can still find a lot of good creators here. And hence, I'm saying bringing the you back in YouTube. The problem is that what became mainstream, it became like TV. All these big channels became a huge production. And nothing wrong with that. There is an audience for it. There's money in this. And where there's money, it's dumb not to take advantage of it. However, this is something that I personally don't enjoy. And I'm making this video. I want to talk about this with the hopes that there are also people who feel like me. Not necessarily saying, screw this. I don't want any of this new YouTube. Let's kick them all out, let's get rid of them. No, that's not the point. The point is, I have a feeling that people no longer understand the value of putting themselves or putting what they enjoy on YouTube. The you in YouTube is missing. And I'm also a person to blame for this, myself as a content creator, big quotes there, because whenever I was also making videos, I struggled to, put myself out there without any filter, without everything that is happening around me, because I was always looking at other creators and I was thinking to myself, shit, look at how much production value they have. Look at how steady their cameras are, how clean the audio is. And when you start comparing to this, you feel like the entry point to becoming a YouTuber or to just simply put yourself out there is so high. But that's a very wrong assumption. It's a very wrong thing to think about. Because at the end, the content that you make should not be for, let's say, attracting the huge mass, or for the sake of, oh, let's make money, let's become famous, or let's have this amazing high quality stuff that everybody's gonna click on, this amazing clickbait title. No. it shouldn't be about this. It shouldn't be about this corporate side of YouTube. You should be bringing yourself, something to the platform. It could be as silly as something like, check this out, I recently bought this card pack. I wanted to show you some cards, but just realized that they're not here. Something like, oh, look guys, I just bought this knife. I really am not an expert in knives, but I like this knife, so here's my experience, blah, blah, blah. Here's me cutting stuff with it. That was about you, what you cared about. It was an individual connection. The person that you were watching didn't try to adapt to a meta. It was just at that time that person wanted to do something. And boom, they did. They took the camera, they started filming, boom, pressed the button. Oh, here I am. Welcome, internet. I'm doing some goofy stuff. Here's top 10 reasons why you should care about this new knife that I bought. Now, as I mentioned, my fault here was also that I always judged myself very heavily based on this. And it's one thing to be speaking about the problems of YouTube, speaking about how content creators are not genuine anymore, or that there is a lack of connection in this. But when you're speaking and when you're really having a problem with such thing, you have to also commit to it. If you really care, you have to be the change. As cringe as this sounds, you have to be the one that tries to change something. And this is why I'm once again saying, my point is to bring you back to YouTube. Doesn't have to be me, but I would like to take this chance to encourage you to either watch somebody who is genuine. Stop watching that 5-minute, 10-minute short video, over-edited, that there's no, let's say, no real substance, no soul to it. Find a creator that you enjoy. Find that connection. I was lucky enough to be growing up with a YouTube where people were directly very close to you. When I watched PewDiePie, when I watched Markiplier, they were not celebrities. They were friends. They were like a friend that I could return to. After a shitty day at school, I could sit down and play games with them. Of course, I didn't play, but it really felt like I was just sitting with a friend, connecting. I saw their mistakes. I saw their annoying stuttering. Sometimes they messed up what they said. Sometimes they got stuck for 20 minutes in a game. But I was there. It was a journey. It was the good and the bad. It was everything together. And I really hope that the newer, younger generation also gets to experience this. This is why, once again, please take your time. Find somebody that you connect with. Spend your time. Don't be afraid. You will not lose anything. You will gain something that you will always look back upon. And if you want to be a creator, don't overwork yourself. Don't think that you have to be this highly edited with the steam and all these montages, background sound, nothing. Look at how it all started. Look at how OGs were filming their videos. The shitty quality, the background noises, but it was full of personality. Don't put too much stress. Enjoy what you do. And don't be afraid to put yourself as a person out there. Because if somebody will connect to you, it's only if you're genuine with your camera, with yourself. And as for me, well, if I complain so much about YouTube, as I said, I have to be the one to also take action against this. So, hell, from now on, you will see more of this shaky camera. Oh, look at me. Oh, my hand is tired. Let me switch my hands. And all this wacky nonsense that for the longest time I've been filming, not putting out. Things that I wanted to talk about, but I always thought, oh, maybe it's not interesting, maybe it's boring. Screw that. If I miss this good YouTube, if I grew up with people who were genuine enough, who were really honest with the camera, no matter the fact that they didn't know who was watching them, I could do better. Sorry about that. So yeah, thank you. But at the end, thank you for spending time with me. This is what it is. You are not, let's say, you're spending time. you are dedicating a couple minutes, at this point it's 10, more than 10 minutes of your time to me. And I wish I could talk face to face to you. At the end, this is one of the end goals. If I would ever put YouTube as, let's say, what would be the end goal of being a YouTuber, that would be the interaction, because this, in my opinion, is a social platform where you give an individual a chance to express themselves and to connect with others. And for that individual who is filming the video, so in this case myself, it is a chance to connect with people and hopefully one day meet them somewhere, talk to them. I guess that's what I like in my life, to just talk a little more. But yeah, thank you for your time. I hope you're doing great. I hope you have a great weekend. And hell, whatever it is that you're going through, or if there is like a challenging thing that you're about to do, if there's a hardship, I am sure that you're gonna go through and you're gonna manage to do everything perfectly. And remember, you are going to be the one to put you back in YouTube. So don't underestimate that power. And don't think that everybody on this platform is just this clickbaity, extra edited, soulless content creator. There are still people who put themselves out. You just have to find them. It shouldn't be hard. Well, take good care of yourself. And hey, until the next time I see you, enjoy life as much as you can. Take care and goodbye.